Welcome to another episode of Top Comic Stories, where I share to you the most intriguing and interesting comic stories from both Marvel and DC Comics this week. So if you don't have the time to read comic books anymore, hopefully this short video would be enough to cover the best comic stories this week. Grab a snack, seat back, and enjoy. King Kong finally met his DC Comics match. In Justice League vs. Godzilla vs. Kong number 6, the heroes from the DC Universe team up to talk about what's going on. Godzilla is safe deep in the ocean, but they don't know where Kong is. Meanwhile, Scylla, Behemoth, and Tiamat show up in Metropolis and follows their new Apex leader, Lex Luthor's new Mechagodzilla. But the Justice League isn't backing down. Batman shows off his new giant robot, which is powered by the Flash's cosmic treadmill. And the Green Lantern Corps make a big robot construct too. A huge battle begins. At first, the DC heroes are winning, but then Supergirl and Kong show up, both controlled by Gorilla Grodd. Kong is super strong and wrecks the Green Lantern robot. Then he goes to help Luthor's Mechagodzilla fight Batman's robot. This catches the attention of Beast Boy. Just as Kong knocks Batman's robot over, Beast Boy steps in. He's turned into a giant kaiju, just like Kong. Beast Boy punches Kong in the face, knocking him down. Batman and Superman killed the Justice League. What if Batman and Superman became brothers? We get to witness that in this timeline. In Superman Batman number 14, Batman and Superman's pasts got messed up. Instead of being raised by the Kents or witnessing the Wayne tragedy, they were taken in by time-traveling bad guys who wanted to rule the world. Together, they killed Barry Allen before he got his power, stopped Hal Jordan from becoming the Green Lantern. They also killed the Martian Manhunter, electrocuted the parents of Aquaman before he was even conceived, and finally burned Green Arrow to crisp. With the guidance of their parents, their public personas also became the richest men in the world. The bad guys figured out that the best way to rule the world was to make Batman and Superman help them. But now, Wonder Woman and Uncle Sam are the only ones stopping them. This is the Sentinel's ultimate form. Cyclops was about to be executed by Omega Sentinel when Dr. Alia Gregor came to save him, firing an EMP to temporarily shut down Omega Sentinel. In the fall of the House of X number 3, we find Cyclops who continue to track the ultimate Sentinel, Nimrod. With the help of magic, they got to the summer house on the blue area of the moon in no time. When Nimrod meets Cyclops and Alia Gregor, who left Orsis, he spills the beans about where Mercury's secret Sentinel city is hiding. Dr. Gregor approaches Nimrod, expecting Nimrod to appreciate her husband's sacrifice for him to exist. Unfortunately, Nimrod murders Dr. Gregor without hesitation and brags, "Sentinel City is not any outpost or mine. It's a tool to sterilize this hellish planet once and for all." With this ultimate weapon headed Earth's way, the X-Men face a greater threat than even they realized.
Batman tries to tell a joke. For a long time, the Joker has been trying to make Batman laugh. Maybe because Batman once shared his favorite joke with him a while back. In Batman, The Brave and the Bold issue number 9, Batman and the Joker have a really intense fight in the forest. Batman gets mad because the Joker won't stop laughing and asks why he's finding it so funny. Batman then tries to share a joke. When he asks a mechanic to check his car's battery, the mechanic asks, "What the hell's a Terry?" Batman bursted out laughing, while the Joker did not find it funny.
This is Black Panther's new ultra-powerful armor. In Black Panther number 10, T'Challa knew he couldn't beat Kivuma, so he got this cool armor made just to fight him. T'Challa can put on the armor anytime by pressing a button. When he surprises Kivuma with the new armor, everyone's jaws drop, even Kivuma's. The timing of the new armor couldn't be better. It's great to have backup armor, but this time it might save Black Panther's soul. And it's not just for fighting smarter. The armor totally seals around Black Panther, so Kivuma can't snatch his soul. In this battle, Black Panther's goal isn't to beat Kivuma, but to hold him off. Even though Black Panther's getting stronger, he's still not as tough as a soul-eating demon like Kivuma, who's really eager to chomp down on his soul. Hulk and Thing destroys Las Vegas. The Incredible Hulk is a force of nature, but if you match him with the Thing, then you know it's clobberin' time. It all began in Fantastic Four number 533, when the Hulk was caught in a gamma bomb explosion. Hulk survived the blast, obviously, but he was left disoriented and traumatized, experiencing hallucinations of his worst memories and greatest fears. In his confusion, Hulk attacks the Thing and the Human Torch, sparking a massive brawl that begins in the desert and rages through Las Vegas. The bystanders even gets involved, placing bets on the outcome of the fight. In his rage, the Hulk almost kills the Thing, but the Human Torch unleashes a supernova that snaps him out of it. Did you know that Marvel's fastest hero has a limit to their powers? I always thought if I have the power of speed that I'd be the smartest guy around, but Quicksilver, Marvel's premier speedster, has something to say. In Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver number 2, Pietro and Wanda are trying to take on the Frightful 400. Quicksilver goes to Maximus the Inhuman's old lab for help, while Wanda takes on Frightful himself. Pietro reads a bunch of books really fast, but there's a catch. He won't remember it for long. Pietro can understand stuff super quickly, but he forgets it in just a few days or even just a few hours. Even though he can use what he learns right away, he might not remember things he learned after. This is Venom's ultimate form. Venom has changed a lot over time, starting as a bad guy, then becoming a good guy, and even becoming the King in Black. But there's still one more change coming for Venom. In Venom number 29, Eddie Brock is a time traveler in this story. In one future, there are 6 different versions of Eddie, and there might be a 7th. One on the left is called Tyro, the other side is Wild, and the one in the middle is Meridius. Meridius used to be Wilda, and then became Tyro before becoming Meridius. Tyro jumps into a black pool and comes out the other side, where he meets the 7th Eddie Brock, who is a big hand. Tyro doesn't want to accept his fate and seeks advice from Kang. The time-traveling conqueror offers to train Eddie but asks for something in return, war symbiotes, which he will give to a variant of himself. Eddie tests what Kang taught him by sending his mind through time, but he ends up traveling too far into the future and sees the end of his story, Venom's ultimate form called Venom World. Who is the MCU's female Silver Surfer? In the new Fantastic Four movie, they're bringing in the Silver Surfer to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This time, the Silver Surfer is going to be a woman named Shalabal, played by Julia Garner. She's totally different from the Silver Surfer we saw before in Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer, who was Norrin Rath. Even though Shalabal isn't the usual Silver Surfer we know, she's got a big story in Marvel Comics, and she's super connected to Norrin Rath. When we first meet her in the comics, she's Norrin's love interest, and they both lived on the planet Zenla. Then, Norrin became the Silver Surfer to save his people, and Shalabal's memory got messed up for a while. Galactus absorbed Zenla, but he let the people there live. After a while, Shalabal went back to Zenla and got some of the power cosmic. With her new powers, she brought life back to Zenla and became the boss of the planet. The Hulk ruins the Thing's sexy time. Ben Grimm has always hated his Rocky form, but when the time came, when he becomes human, the Hulk showed up and messed everything up. In Fantastic Four number 12, the Thing gets to be human for a day on his birthday. Ben Grimm and Alicia go on vacation together. Just when Alicia is about to ask Ben something important, a puppet master-controlled Hulk shows up out of nowhere, wanting to fight the Thing. With only a little time left before becoming human, the Thing has to fight him with everything he got. It's a tough fight, with the Hulk winning most of it, but the Thing is handicapped as he tries to protect the other people around. As time runs out, the Thing throws a Hail Mary punch and knocks the Hulk down, winning the fight. The Thing returned to his human form and collapsed, but when the Thing wakes up a week later in the hospital, he's back to his Rocky form. Even though he didn't get what he wanted on his birthday, he still beat the Hulk. More stories to come next week. Subscribe so you don't miss the episode when it drops.